Preparing, streaming. Okay, hello, Facebook. I am Bethany Johnson, and I have Matt here with me, and I am so excited to share his story with you, to invite him to share his story with you. I am actually Matt's coach's coach, so I'm like grandma coach. Angela Gray is Matt's coach and friend, and I have been delighted to be a part of his story. And so I invited Matt to come in and tell his story a little bit. So Matt, will you just tell us a little bit about what things were like for you before you decided, okay, I think I'm ready to get healthy? What was going on for you before then?
Gotcha. Yeah. So we'll rewind back to many years ago, working construction, and it was too simple to go through and just get the fast food, get the garbage stuff. My weight was something that slowly built up. At early 20s, and just kind of slowly kept building. And it was actually a handful of years ago, I actually started getting into more healthy eating, drinking more water, and all that good stuff. Now, that was also before having kids. I have a newborn and a 3.5-year-old. And I was starting to get on the right track, but then life just kind of got crazy again. I gained all the weight back, if not maybe a little bit more. And then it became tougher because now I have 2 different jobs and I have 2 kids, and life just kind of got crazy, and the weight it got back to where it was. Because I was trying to okay, what can I do quick but somewhat healthy? And it's amazing. And when you learn about nutrition, when you start to read the back of the boxes, it's amazing to see, oh, the stuff that I thought was even a little bit healthy is not healthy. And in, of course, large quantities of it, right? Like, oh, I think this is healthy, I'll eat this for lunch every day. Right. Oh, well, it had all these ingredients I can't even pronounce. What is that doing to? So that's kind of what got me to here,
Yeah.
So slowly built up, started getting healthy, life changes, and I got right back to unhealthy again.
Well, and I love what I heard you say there was that's so true of so many people, is like life gets busy. They kind of know what they're supposed to do, but then, all of these dynamics make things harder and trickier. And it gets to where you're like, well, I'm kind of doing the thing, but it's all this work and it's not going.
Yeah.
So what was it that made you decide, you know what? It's time to get in some structure, to reach out to Angela. Why did you make a decision to say yes to getting healthy?
So a couple things happened. So one, I was trying to just kind of do some of the things I was doing before to get back on the healthy track. And it just, with life being different now, those things weren't working for me. And funny, my wife actually did Optavia before, when it was Medifast years ago. So I knew what it was.
Yeah.
And so then I ended up seeing Angela had posted something online, something on the interwebs, on the Facebook. And I was like, wait a minute, I wonder if she's doing, and I've known Angela since elementary school. Aww. And I was like, you know what, let me get on the phone with her and talk with her. So we had a long talk one day. I was going to go show a cabin in Wisconsin somewhere, and had a long drive, and we had a long talk and just kind of went over it all. And I thought, you know what, I think this is what could work for me with the way my life is, with everything going on. I was like, you know what, this is something that I think could work for me. So that's how I got linked up with Angela and met you, and that's why we're here today. So
I love that. Okay, so we know what happened before. We know what was that catalyst. Will you share with us what things have been like for you more recently?
Sure. Oh, and I should add to it. Yeah, and I should add to it that one of the kind of triggers for kind of really wanting to okay, it's time to do something was having the 2 little girls, because it's like, with my weight, I started getting some high blood pressure, and, I just turned 40 this year. So I got to think about health stuff. I got to start thinking about some other things, as I'm getting older. So it's like, okay. So that's what it was. So now getting on there with Angela has been great. You know, we chat once a week or so, sometimes some text messages. The support has been really great. And what I found is doing this for me is simple, because when I've got a crazy busy day where I don't have time to stop anywhere, I don't have time to meal prep in the morning. I don't have, you know, I can just grab my stuff and go. It's already made, well, except for some of this, but most of it's already made, ready to go.
Yeah.
I can grab some bars and get out of there. By the time I get home in the evening, okay, now let me make my meal. For me, it's been the simplicity of it, which is why it's working.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't get much simpler than this of what we're doing, and that's why it works for my lifestyle.
That's so huge. So what have your results been? How are you feeling? What have you seen on the scale, off the scale?
Yeah, so I had, when daughter was born, the newest one here, we had some health issues and all that. So I did have some time where I wasn't doing exactly these beginning stages of it. But it was still eating healthy and all that. So I didn't gain any weight in that process. I am only down, I think I'm almost 20, I say only, right? It's about 20 pounds.
A bunch of people listening are like, I will take your only.
Yeah. And, you know, and the thing is, I don't get frustrated with myself and think, because it's easy to get into the like, okay, something's happening. I can't do this right now. Let me just be helped. Let me just do the best I can. You know, I didn't get any weight back. So it's like, you know, it's about the long haul. It's not about, you know, this isn't like, oh, let me just drop 50 pounds in a month somehow and keep, you know, so I wasn't getting frustrated. The mental part of it wasn't getting, so I was like, you know what, I'm still doing what I need to. I'm just not dialed into this beginning portion yet. So 15 to 20 is where I'm at now. A week ago or so, I finally got back to the original setup of what I need to be doing every day.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm not at the goal weight, of course. So, you know, I'm back to
on your way
the way it was. And that's the thing about this too, is it's so easy. If something in life is going on, a week or two goes by, if you have to focus on something else, that's fine. But it's so easy to get back to it. It's like, okay.
Yeah, the plug and play.
And it really is the simplicity, because it's not something where I've got to count. Now, nothing against anything else, you know, nothing against any other form of being healthy, any weight loss, whatever stuff people are doing. But I don't have to count stuff. I don't have to track my macros. You know, I made a thing of chicken earlier this week, put it in the crock pot, shredded it all up, and that's going to be multiple different meals. Yeah. People say, oh, you're just going to eat the same thing every day. No, I'm not. That shredded chicken, I'm going, you know, you could take a cauliflower crust, make something crazy there, throw it in a cauliflower rice, make a bowl with a bunch of veggies. You can take a little sweet pepper, cut it in half, put it on there, throw it in the oven.
Yeah.
And that's just with shredded chicken. I can go down a laundry list of other things I can do. That's the thing. It's not boring. You know, you can be doing all sorts of stuff to lose weight and get healthy. But if it's boring, if it takes too much time out of my day, I'm not going to keep doing it.
That's exactly right. Yeah,
you're exactly right. This way you can still have food. You can still have food that's fun. Yeah. And you'd also ask, how do I feel? Like, how do I feel? So first of all, if I'm slipping I try to drink 64 plus ounces of water a day.
Nice.
If something weird happened, if I've only got 40 something ounces, I can feel my mouth starting to get dry. But I wake up, I'm at the point too, like I wake up, it's not always hungry, because when you eat garbage food, processed stuff, it's just a bunch of fillers in there. Why am I always hungry? Why is it? Oh, okay. So I'm not hungry all the time. I have more energy, which is good, because I'm 40 with a 2.5-month-old and a 3.5-year-old, right?
You need that energy.
Yeah. I'm still tired, don't get me wrong, but my back hurts. But I'm no longer like this. Like with the 3.5-year-old, you know, it'd be like, just okay, let me play with you, Now I can be like, okay, you want me to get down on the floor and play with you? Yeah. I'm good for a little while. So
Right. Yeah.
So I feel better.
Being more
It's one of
present.
those things you can't really explain it because sometimes you might think you feel fine, but then when you feel better, you realize you weren't fine.
Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah, adjusting to that new normal and the contrast of what it was like before. Yeah, that's huge. I love it, Matt. So somebody's watching this, my friends, your friends, Angela's friends. What do you say to them if they are feeling stuck in areas of physical health and they're not sure? What would you say to them?
I would say give this a shot. It's worth it. Try it for a month. If you don't feel good, then just don't do it the next month. That's the thing. You'll start seeing results once your body starts to get into some ketosis. You got that few days. And anybody that knows anything about keto and all that, when you go into ketosis, it's kind of like, whoa, what's happening? Once you get past those first few days, and it's not bad, right? It's like, let me be very clear. It's not like, oh my gosh, what's happening?
Right.
You're going to see results in the first month. 100%. You're going to see a change in how you feel. You're going to see a change after. You're going to be like, wow, I'm not hungry all the time. And just like anything, any life change, I would say, just like any life change, just give it 30 days. Just like any life change is going to be tough. If somebody's used to going to McDonald's or wherever every day, change is hard for anybody. I don't care what it is. So just try it for 30 days because it's worth it. And especially like me, I was worried about long-term health stuff. I want to live a long, prosperous life for my two little ladies and go upstairs, Adeline Bell, like just now, like, what's happening? I want to be able to tell her, go upstairs and go potty, when I'm 90. And so I just say, try it. It's worth it. Try it for a month. If it doesn't work, you don't have to keep doing it. But I think whoever's listening and might be interested, I think you'll find that the simplicity of this is what's great. It's super simple and it works. So, and I'm super busy all the time. Again, 2 jobs, family stuff. I'm going ice fishing tomorrow. And I try to do stuff for me too. And especially for somebody that's super busy, or even if you're not super busy, you have nothing going on. It's just simple and it works. So
I love it. So well said. So well said. Perfect. So if you are someone who's watching, please reach out to Matt, reach out to me. We'd love to hear about what you're looking to accomplish and find out if, what we do, systematic support around nutrition, behavior change, community, all of those pieces are at play. So definitely reach out. As Matt said, it's simple and it will work. So, okay, bye, Facebook.